whatever. And then here's my for the night. My beautiful people, welcome to today's video. I realize this lighting is not amazing with, I mean, it's kind of cool with the shadows and whatnot, but it is not the best. Yeah, welcome to today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna be taking you all through a full day of eating. I don't want to be in like this really odd lighting. We'll set y'all over here. Okay, so I just moved you guys since the lighting was so janky, but today's gonna be a full day of eating and just kind of chit-chatting about macros, how I'm tracking them, how I'm eating for muscle gain, and I'm also eating, you know, whole nutritious food. Majority of my diet is whole and nutrient dense food, so I'm super excited to be showing y'all what I'm actually gonna be eating with that. So if you have watched my videos before, you have seen me make my strongman's Nutella recipe 1,000 times, and you are probably like sitting here listening and thinking, oh my gosh, is she ever gonna shut up about this? No. I'm not gonna show you how I make it. I have plenty of videos how to make it. I actually just recently remade one on my TikTok. So if you want to figure out the recipe, go to my TikTok to figure that out. But I will show you all what I'm eating, or what the final result is in my coffee that I am gonna be drinking, so. Here we have my coffee with my creamer and almond milk. I accidentally put too much, but this is what I use. That's what I use for almond milk. And I don't know, is this a sin? I'm mixing oat milk creamer with almond milk, but whatever. And then here's my breakfast. So yummy. I don't even know how to like describe this experience, but it was a good one, I would say. First though, I am going to be making some oatmeal, some protemeal, whatever you want to call it. I'm using 40 grams of old-fashioned oats. Honestly, I've been into like overnight oats, but I didn't prep them or anything, so we're just gonna do some hot ones today. While this is going in the microwave, okay, at the gym, I'm a little person. I'm 5'2", and I couldn't use the powerlifting benches there because they were both being used, and those are the only adjustable ones, right? Well, I'm on my third set, and I go to re-rack it, and because I'm short, I end up missing the right side and the plates end up dumping, and thankfully I didn't have like clips on, because I never have clips on when I bench, just obviously for safety reasons. It was just not a good time. It was embarrassing, but I have the mantra of, you know what, embarrassment is a choice, so I'm choosing not to be embarrassed because things happen, right? So I went through it, I finished up my sets. Then I go to the wipe down station, and this guy comes up to me and he's like, were you a gymnast? And I was like, yeah, I was, why? And he goes, I can just tell you have you have a gymnast physique, and he's like, it's badass, like you look good. And I was like, thank you. And he was like, I have a daughter who's wanting to get into gymnastics and stuff, and I keep telling her, I was like, you know what, like those girls, they got some power, they're strong and all that stuff. And he's like, that's badass and all this stuff. And it was just super cool, and like what I really needed to like hear, especially after that whole little shebang that happened in the gym with me, like just, you know, dumping those plates, because obviously something like that wasn't ideal to say the least, but you know, things happen. What can you do? That was just my little fun experience that I wanted to share about today. So we're gonna let these cook and then I will finish up assembling my oatmeal. So, and then we're doing 15 grams of the peanut butter vegan protein. I love this flavor. And of course, mix it together. Take some dark chocolate chips. Your girl loves dark chocolate chips. And a serving size is 14 grams. There we go. And then we take a banana. We're not taking the time to cut it up. We're just breaking it with our phalanges and throwing her in there. Cool. That's what we got rocking with us. Super. Ooh. And the dark chocolate's nice and melted. That's good. So, meal number 2 at 11 a.m. We're eating it with a mini spoon. I truly don't think I'm ever gonna be leaving this spot, but it is now 1:21. I'm coming down for a very quick little bitty snack before I eat another full meal around 2. You might hate me for this one. We're having some cottage cheese. I love this stuff. I tried it once before. I had the fat-free cottage cheese and I didn't like it, but now we have the regular whole milk cottage cheese and it tastes so good. So I'm gonna have just 45 grams of this. I'm literally just gonna eat it straight from the container because nobody else eats from this but me. So I don't care. I'm eating it plain. Call it a sin. But it's so good. And I'm only having 45 grams. This is essentially just to fill up some calories. Because like I said, I'm tracking calories and protein. I'm not tracking carbs or fat. I'm in a building phase. I want to be building up my legs a little bit more. And when you place it on the scale like this, and you zero it out, essentially, so I'm eating, you know, straight from the container, it's gonna be saying -20, for example. Now it's at like -27. Once I get to 45 grams, it's like, okay, that's when I know I'm done. So essentially just kind of ignore the negative, and it would be the same as measuring out. Like in a different bowl, if that makes sense. So it's the same thing that I do with peanut butter or like spreads that are just like sticky. It's a lot more accurate that way. Now it is 2:01 and I am currently meal prepping some chicken right now. I also have a pan heating up over here because I am making these like chicken tacos. Unfortunately, my avocados still are not ready, so I'm not gonna be using avocados this time around, unfortunately. Yeah, no avocado on these. Usually I do avocado, but since the avocados just aren't right, I don't want to put them in this meal. I use these corn tortillas from Aldi and I just use 2 of them. I just put them and heat them up a little bit. Hot sauce. We also like spring mix here, non-fat Greek yogurt. Alrighty, so that's what we got rocking. These are frying on the pan. Brooklyn is sitting and observing. We have chicken going in the air fryer. House still very empty, but we're making it work. And if you know me, you know I like little utensils, so I'm using a small fork today. So I'm gonna show y'all how I make this. We got them all fried up, little crispy, but take this, I have 40 grams of this tracked. Yet again, zeroing it out. We're gonna mix her up and then take some of that and put it on. Once we hit -40, that's when we know we're good. So we're at -40, then spread. This just makes it very, very easy for me. Just having it spread already on the tortilla like this rather than just like putting it on top of everything. Like, it's just the better route to go in my opinion. Salsa essentially has like pretty much like no calories, but I have 30 grams of this stuff tracked, so we're just gonna Once again, we're gonna take it, spread her out, and then we got Frank's. I freaking love this hot sauce, so smidgen on each. I also find it easier to salt my meals or salt my tortillas like this as well. And then spring mix. Nothing too crazy. Just enough to cover. Now that that is pretty much done, we're just waiting on the chicken. Usually, I'll just throw the chicken right on, but since I am prepping it right now, I gotta wait for it. We have 4 ounces that we're putting on. We're sitting around and we're waiting. Zeroed out the scale, and we are taking our air fried chicken and just putting her on there. Alrighty, the lawn people are doing their thing out there, so we're gonna let them do that, but I'm going to edit, let that cool off before I put it away, and eat. This is also a meal that can get a little messy, so I would recommend having a nap. Okay, it's funny, I literally had to put my hair back for eating those things, and my lips are on fire. We're staying hydrated here, so I'm on my second hydro jug. It is 2:30. I'm about to head up and do some more work. Before I make more work, I'm gonna take some In Focus, which I allow myself sometimes, not all the time. So what In Focus is essentially just a cognitive enhancer, just meant to improve focus and mood. So taking a little scoop of this. I love the flavor. I think this is raspberry. So I'll just drink this as I start my next work block. We got it in the Yeti because I'm a Yeti gal. I am not a Stanley gal. I'll update y'all when I come back to eat my next meal. It is now time for dinner. I should probably turn on the overhead light. We are making dinner. I'm heating up my ground turkey right now. I threw some more sweet potatoes into the air fryer as well, because I need to put more of that. Like I said earlier, avocado was not on the menu for lunch because my avocados are still not like optimal. Still kind of struggling a little bit, but I already tracked it, so we're gonna eat avocado that's not exactly the most ripe thing in the world. I also got some new bowls from Target. Super cute, right? All I've been doing has been working in the business. Since you guys last saw me, I had a meeting with my business mentor. I totally just caught myself. But I plan on working until literally bedtime, which I know sounds insane, but that's what I do when you're starting up a business. Okay, crushing up this avocado is like really not going ideally right now. Yeah, we're literally crushing up this avocado on this plate right now. I need 60 grams of this. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be on the struggle bus trying to get 60 grams. Here we go. Here's dinner. Right, Broken? I accidentally dropped some ground turkey, but here's some content for y'all. We are at over 1,200 steps for the day. Brooklyn is just chilling. I took her for a walk, but now it is 8 o'clock. Time to eat our last meal. If you can tell, I kind of am going off of like timing. I find that I function best off of meal timing, and I kind of adopted that habit because of prep. This is like my favorite meal of the freaking day. So, and then we're gonna have some more strawberries and some freaking yogurt. Okay, so I get questions on this all the freaking time. Callie, how do you make your last meal of the day or dessert? This If you know me, I am a big ice cream person, and this helps curb my cravings for ice cream. Your girl doesn't have a Ninja Creamy, so this is the next best thing. But one serving of this is 170 grams, so using the little spoon, make sure it's on grams. Just want to make sure how much protein powder I have extract for this. 1 scoop, 33 grams. This, yet again, link in description to shop and support me. DPM's protein powder is also available. It's also available at like Shields if you're in the Midwest. It's available at HEB. I know that there's some other Central Market, I believe, if you're in Texas as well. Take that, and then we just mix the protein powder in there. If you aren't on the plain Greek yogurt train, guys, you're missing out. I'll cut up some strawberries now. So now we're gonna be taking 30 grams of this because this is 30 grams of one serving. Take our strawberries, throw those on top. Top her off with some honey. There we go, 8 grams. Cool. This is the last meal for the night. There she is. Well, anyways, that is going to conclude today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully this macro breakdown helped you guys out with tracking and everything. If you are looking for some extra accountability, some extra guidance with your macros, how to train, how to eat, you know, this, that, and the other thing, feel free to fill out the application to work with me in the description. I have a ton of amazing women on the team, and I would be very happy to continue to add to that community and keep growing and building it from there. But I will see you all in my next video.